Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Are you warm enough in the garage?
Oh, yes.
Are you frozen?
What's that?
I don't want to brag, but I'm inside with warm slippers and I'm
Yeah,
just
I chose to be out here, so I thought it'd be a
yeah,
cool little backdrop.
it is. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
And the guitar in the corner is a lovely little touch as well.
yeah, I was playing that earlier.
But you're probably like me, it's always there. There's
Yeah,
always
always.
something there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I remember when I first started as a kid, it was they told me that I should have the guitar next to me and play when there's an ad on TV, because that was when you had ads that you didn't stream or anything, so you had to watch the ads. There was no option. So they told me, to really get into the habit of playing all the time, play with the ads when the ads are on, and there's a lot of ads
I'd
to
suck.
play to.
Yeah,
But yes, no, welcome to the show. It's your first
yeah.
time,
No,
and
thanks so much for
I
having me. Appreciate it.
I'm excited because I've had people messaging me about you. I've heard snippets of your music. I've seen little bits of you live, and I was just like, this is going to be great. This is good to hear. I loved your sound, and Darren was actually at one of your shows, and he was telling me all about it. So,
Yeah,
thank you again, Darren. But
yeah.
Kaylin said she's popped a message there, and she said, "Good evening again," and she said she's looking forward to hearing about you and your music. So, tell us a little bit about what got you into music, and is there a reason that you're sort of into the country genre, which I think the genres aren't such a thing at the moment, but
Yeah.
yeah, like that sort of sound in your voice and in your music.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, I picked up the guitar when I was 6 years old, so that's how long
Yeah.
I've been playing for. So I got guitar lessons for a couple of years, but prior to that, my old man used to breed greyhounds, and
Oh wow.
yeah, so we'll be up in the shed, and preparing the meals for for their dinner, and Dad would always just used to blast Johnny Cash, Chuck Berry, Elvis, all those big
Yes.
artists, and I don't know, I kind of just fell in love with the country music, and I was like, this is sick. And then just picked up the guitar. Dad got me my first guitar when I was 6, and
Oh wow. So that was your guitar you got when you were that small. That is so yeah.
this one here.
Is it really? Is that
No,
the
no,
one?
no.
I was
This
gonna
one.
say surely.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
different. It's a black guitar like Johnny Cash's.
Yeah.
And it's funny because mum went on eBay and she bought like a fake Johnny Cash sticker, but it was like his signature, and she like
Oh,
put that on the guitar on the body. And it's like, sick.
have you still got it? Have you still got it at home?
I do, yeah, it's in
Yeah,
the cupboard, yeah.
I love that.
That's
That's
it.
so special.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
and it's got you hooked.
It
Right.
has, yeah. Like I got guitar lessons for a couple of years, and then it's just been a passion, and then opportunities
Yeah.
popped up. Play shows, do gigs, and I mean, I love it. Like I live for it. It's sick.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know we were talking before about you doing sort of a lot of writing and that sort of thing. Is that something that you started young, or is that sort of something that you've sort of just grown into doing as your music sort of evolved a bit?
Yeah, like I picked singing up along the way, so I learned how to properly sing. And with a mate of mine, Taylor Piggott, he actually taught me, bits and pieces, and taught me, what my range can and can't do.
Yes.
Kind of just picked up singing along the way, and then songwriting came later on, and I just started writing down, my feelings, I guess, and just things that I couldn't really express verbally. I just chuck it in on a song and put pen to paper, and that's kind of how it started for
That's
me.
really good. That's
Yeah,
awesome. I guess, I don't do much writing, but the little bit that I do, I think that's where I started. It was just, oh, that sounds cool, put it in a book. And it stayed there for a long time, but it's a good way to start. Yeah.
that's it.
Kaylee, she popped a question up a minute ago. She said, how would you describe the type of country you play? It's a good question.
How would I
Hard.
describe the type of country? Like, as in,
Yeah. Like your genre and your sound, would you sort of go down that the Johnny Cash sound? How would you describe?
I mean, more country rock, country pop, I guess. more Morgan Wallen, Luke Combs, like the
Yes.
new generation style.
Yeah. I was gonna
Um,
say Morgan Wallen. Yeah.
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 I like that.
Yeah.
And Ryan said you're a legend, great artist.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. I saw Ryan today.
like
Right.
the profile photo. I like that. Did you
Yeah.
get anything when you were out there, or was it just a bad hunting trip?
What's up?
Did he? I wonder if he got anything where he took his profile photo when he was he out hunting, and did he have a good go that day?
Yeah.
To come down.
Ryan catches deer all the time. Yeah.
I was guessing we've got so many deer here at the minute.
Yeah. No, he knows
Does he
all the good spots.
all the good spots, and I hope he cooks it. I love my venison. I haven't had it for a long time
Yeah,
actually.
venison and biltong. I tried. Ryan got me into biltong.
Oh,
Yeah. I
oh
was like,
really?
sick. Yeah.
That sounds awesome. Do you go very often? Do you go out shooting a little bit?
No, I don't. No, I haven't got my gun license yet. When I get my gun license, I reckon I'll be
Out there a lot. Yeah,
for
that'd
sure.
be good. And that'll be great. You can take the guitar and just play and camp wherever you are. That'd be pretty cool.
Sing along to the deer.
Exactly. They'll come in, just sing along and put a fire. They'll come and they'll sit next to you, and you don't have to worry about. Yeah, that'd be great. So tell us a little bit about your releases and what you're doing, because I know you're doing gigs and you've been in the studio recording.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about what your sort of plan is as a musician as you're coming forward, and do you have any bucket list places in Australia or things that you want to achieve as you're growing into your music?
Yeah, I mean, a bucket list place is obviously Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's
Have you been?
No, I haven't. No. It's on the bucket list. I'm wanting to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, sorry, what was your question before that? I missed it.
I'm really good at that too. Don't worry. I sort of what your plan is, sort of musically, and where you're sort of hoping to go. Like, and I think you're already doing a lot of it because you're already gigging. You've got music coming out. You've been recording, but Nashville's your plan. Is that something that you would do permanently, or are you sort of a bit like stuck?
I think every artist's like dream is to do it full time and make a career out of it, and that's something that I am striving for, and I do want to, I guess, make a living out of it. But who doesn't want to become the next Wallen or Luke Combs or Colton Hall or just those big name artists? But obviously, be myself and see what happens. But I think main key is just to keep on releasing music, keep on writing, jumping on co-writes, and
absolutely
see what happens.
100%. I think that's the really good part about the industry. You might have an idea and a plan of where you want to go, but then as you sort of get to know the industry here and do it, so many plans change because we've got such a great industry, and we cross over into so many different genres now and different sort of shows, different festivals, that music has sort of evolved so much that you can play different festivals and can play different styles. And I think it's one good thing about it is there's no restrictions in this industry. You can just
do what you like. The sky's the limit.
Yeah, it is. So you're saying that your dad was a Johnny Cash fan and all those sort of things when you were growing up. And I saw actually you've done a couple of songs. Cody Johnson, who I know people know I like quite a few of his songs. I love his voice. But do you listen to a bit of Australian as well? Are you sort of a mixed bag of music?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really. Like I'm mainly listening to American.
Sound. Yeah, that sound, is what draws you in. Yeah,
that American sound. But I don't like. Obviously, I know like Aussie artists, but I wouldn't like driving the car and rank them. Like, I don't know. That's just,
that's your passion and that's your side of it. Kayleen said that she reckons that you would be. You and the Wolfies would be great together in a show. I agree, actually. That'd be a good show.
Is that the Wolf Brothers?
The Wolf Brothers, yeah.
I've actually met them down at the Frankston foreshore. So I met them, and they seem pretty cool.
They're really lovely. Yes, we're very lucky. That's because they're Tasmanian. We're all just
Yeah.
Tassie. That's all we need to say. We're just Tassie. That's us. Now, tell us a little bit about your single. Tell us a little bit about writing it. I know, Break a Good Man's Heart, and we were talking earlier about breakup songs and stuff, but tell us a bit about where this came from. And was it a quick write? Did it take you a while to sort of put it all
Yeah,
together?
I think with all my writes that I do, it doesn't happen like I don't write a full song like there and
Yeah.
then. Takes me, a little while to, like I don't know, be out in the shed doing something or whatever, and a line might come in my head, and I'm like, cool, I'll write that down and save it for later, and then I'll jump on the guitar and see if it works or not. But yeah, I wrote "Break a Good Man's Heart" about just under a year ago, I reckon. And like obviously it's a breakup song, and I was just young and first love and all that, and so you kind of do a breakup. And for me, like I said before, like to release my emotions, I guess, is just to write a song, and that's what I did. And I wrote a breakup song, and that's what she gets for dating the country artist.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right. You know what? If you're brave enough to date a songwriter and it doesn't work out, there's 100%. No way we're not writing about that. No way.
That's it. Yeah, that's like the prime time to write a song.
Yeah, exactly right. The emotion is fantastic. It's how we get it out there, isn't it? Does it help you though? Like you were saying, how much it helps you when you finish that song? It must feel like you've had that bit of a weight pulled off, and you've got that out of your system a little bit.
For sure.
That raw emotion. And Kayleen just said she had 3 chords and the truth.
3 chords and the truth. That's it.
That's exactly right. Yeah. So have you had a lot of have you had much chance to play this one live to people? Have you had a lot of reaction when you do?
Yeah, I mean, I think people relate to this song in all different ways, I guess. And it's like my other songs too. People can relate to it in their own way. And I've played it live a few times, and I get good responses, and people love it.
I think that's one of the things when you hear how people take your music. I think that's one of the things that sometimes, and I get to hear people telling artists what they think of their music, what they take from it. But sometimes hearing the things that people think when they've heard you perform a song, and they can be such a different outcome to what you were thinking when you wrote it. It's incredible how much just that little bit of word can change in somebody else's mind so much and help them as well.
And that's what I love about country music, is like it all tells a story, and every song that I write, I try and write it so people can relate to it, and the lyrics in it are like, I've been through it myself, so I can then put it to a song, and however whatever people think or get from it, that's a bonus.
100%, 100%. And I think that's the really cool side. I think that's why, for me, when people say, what are you going to do? I would rather come home and listen to music than I would a TV show. But I think that's because music is telling me that story, and it's in a way that I think I understand it compared to seeing it on a screen. I think that's my thinking, and I think it's lovely to have that option, especially with local artists. Tell us a little bit. Scott is in my brain, I'm sure of it. I was about to ask you, where do we find your music? He's so good. But you've got, I know in the comments we've also got your Spotify. Do you have a preference and that you like people to listen to your music on?
Yeah, I mean Spotify or iTunes, Apple Music, whatever. It's out anywhere, but yeah, my main source is Spotify.
Yep, that's your main spot. And I have put the link to that in the comments for everybody too. So don't forget when you're finished here to have a look. And I put the link to, I really liked your video where you did the acoustic version. I thought that was really cool. Tell us a little bit about that if you can, because we haven't had you on the show before, so we haven't got to talk about any of your music. So tell us a bit about that.
For that acoustic video, I got I was actually at my mate's house, and we like decked out the shed, put the motorbike behind us, set the shotty up, and had the disc into the background, and another mate, Daniel Callart, come down and he recorded that song and videoed that song. And I mean, it come up great. Like he's awesome at what he does, and it's sick.
It's lots of fun. It looked like it was lots of fun. I just really liked it, and I love acoustic sounding music. Jan said she loves the cover. We had the picture up before of your single cover. Did you design that? Was that where you had that all taken?
Yeah, I had a couple of references, and I just sent it off to another mate of mine, and he took the photos, took the promotion videos and photos, and kind of just slapped it together. And I was like, "That's sick. That's perfect."
That's it. Yeah, it just come up perfect.
Yeah,
I do. I agree. I love the photo, and I think that's one thing that we talk about all these aspects of music when we are live, but you think you write a song, you've got it ready to go, and then you've got to think of the artwork and how am I going to get it out there, and what do I have? There's so many levels. Once the song's recorded, there's so much more work to do.
It's just, that's it. Yeah, well, I try not to overthink it, because I think the more you overthink it, the it doesn't do as well. I find, and even in promotional videos, I'm like, just keep it simple, because I think the more raw it is, the more people like it. As funny as it is, it's weird.
No, they prefer. I think, and I know it helps me when I see an artist and what they're doing, but I know when I look at them, especially on social media, now that we have that option, like you see the real life side of them as well. I think it's really important to have the stage and the lights, and when you're on that stage, you really should transform your audience to a place where whatever's going on in their life, it doesn't matter. That seeing you up on there, it just takes them away for a little bit. But I think it's also lovely that now people can have that connection of seeing that this is you in real life. I live a life like you do. It's not always bright lights and fancy spots. It's the truth, and I think people relate to that more, having that as an option now.
Yeah, 100%.
It's lovely to do that. And social media has changed music so much, I think, because of all that side as well. But
so I've found that TikTok is like the main source, like where you get people to listen to you. Like, I don't know, like we said before, like the algorithm is really weird. Like 10 minutes later, it's already got like 500.
I know.
Hits, and you're like, what?
And you'll never get that on Facebook or Instagram. It's just crazy, isn't it? It's weird, but I don't know. I think you're right, and I think that's probably why music has come so far so quickly. The last few years is for things like that. We are lucky, and we do see it. But TikTok, I know I don't go on it very often, but when you scroll, like all these, I know it's listening because it sends me through all the things that it knows I'll like, and you hear all these songs that you would have never heard. So I know it's listening, but it's I love that. For that reason, it's really good.
Yeah, it's a great promotional tool, that's for sure.
Absolutely. The only downside is I never get anything done anymore because there's too much new stuff coming out, and I keep finding it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, people post, like, I don't know, them eating a sandwich and it goes viral, and you're like, what? And then here I am, like, actually putting in the work, trying to get my songs heard, and it doesn't do as well when it's it's weird.
And you can literally sit there and do nothing. Yeah, sit there and say nothing and do nothing, and it'll go crazy. Just put a caption of what am I doing, or I can't believe this happened, and you don't have to do anything. People still watch it.
That's it. It's weird.
Such a trap. It's such a trap. But I think music is so exciting, and getting to see you at such a an early stage in your releasing of your own music and things. But where can we see you? Have you got any shows coming up that people can come along? And if so, where can we get tickets? How does it all work?
Yeah. Well, again, my memory's like shot, so I write.
Like me.
Yeah, write everything down.
I write notes, and then I wrote down that you're from Victoria and forgot where you told me you were.
Yeah.
See, my brain's that bad. It's only been 20 minutes.
Yeah. So Friday the 11th of this month, down at the Tarbell Brewery in Mornington.
Oh yeah.
Friday the 15th of September, back down at the Tarbell Brewery, and
Yes.
Sunday the 17th of September down at the Franks and Brew House, and then
Yes.
the list
Yeah.
just goes on.
Oh my gosh, you've got so
Yeah,
much.
and then whatever pops up in between, I jump at the chance, and
Yeah. Yeah.
just
And you're planning on heading up to Tamworth in January?
yeah,
Are you
100%. I've already booked
yeah,
my ticket. Yeah,
yeah, I know, you were saying that earlier, that's so good. You've
yeah.
been before though, haven't you?
Nah, I haven't. It's my first
No?
time. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Oh my
Be
gosh.
to get up there and yeah, see all the artists and do a bit of busking and
Yeah, you will
yeah,
love it. Oh my
connect.
gosh, you need to start getting some sleep now because
Yeah,
you'll need it, because you won't sleep when you're up there, and then it's hot on top of that, so it just it just gets a bit crazy. Kayleen just sent us a message. She said, "Oh my goodness, that's near me." She's in Hastings. Kayleen, you have to get along and send me some pictures. You have to do it for me. Kayleen goes to so much music and she knows so many different artists and has a great taste. So she'll be able to come along to your show and let us know what you think, Kayleen. But yeah, it's Tamworth is one that I don't think I can fully explain it. Like I know when we go to festivals around the country, we have amazing festivals, but
mm,
it's a different feeling altogether in Tamworth for festival. It's a
yeah.
different feel. So it'll blow you away.
Really big.
Yeah, yeah, it's big, but it's just I don't know. It's such a family industry and such a fun when you go out and there's lots and lots of people and you're by yourself, it gets pretty daunting. And you know, it's not overly safe when you go places. When you do that in Tamworth and you just feel at home. People are just so great, so nice. You're all there because you have the same love of music. And there's absolutely anybody's taste in music. There's every type of country music, and it's just a really special 10 days. But you will lose your voice, I can promise you.
Yeah,
You
that's
will.
right. Be worth it. Yeah,
That's the only thing.
yeah,
But no, definitely, we would love to have you on the show when you're in Tamworth because we come up and we do in-person interviews. So,
yeah.
um, yeah, it's good. Are you going to drive up?
Yeah, possibly. Like I've got some equipment to bring up and busking
Yeah.
equipment. I'll bring that up in the car
Oh,
and
busking.
be a good road trip.
Yep. And busking, it's such a good right of way up
Yeah,
there. It's yeah, you won't want to do it again because it gets so hot. But
yeah.
better
Do it
no.
once, never do it again.
Yeah, exactly. Got to do it once.
Yeah,
And Kaylin said she loves Tamworth, and it's definitely it's 13. Is it 1,300 kilometers from where you are? I wouldn't even know how. It's a lot from here. I
yeah.
fly in.
A
I don't
lot.
have the option to drive. Yeah,
Yeah.
unless I took the boat. And Mel has just jumped in to say hi. Mel is another one that you'd probably look at doing co-writes if you wanted. Mel is fantastic. How are all your planning for your shows coming along, Mel? Let us know in the comments. But yeah, we are so lucky. Thank you so much for coming on the show with us tonight.
Cheers.
Before we do wrap up, though, again, what are you under on all the social media platforms for us to find you?
Yeah. So if you just type up on Instagram, Will_rounds, all lowercase,
Yes.
my name should just pop up.
Oh, there
Um,
we go.
and yeah, TikTok, it's the same. Spotify, it's just Will Rounds. Yeah, all the social media platforms. It's just my name.
Just lovely. So make sure you go and have a look, everybody. And I did put the videos and the links up the top as well, so you can have a look. Mel said hi from the city cat. Are you working tonight? Mel drives the boat in Brisbane, so and also does a lot of singing. And she said thank you so much to both of us from Kayleen as well. But thank you for braving us and coming on the show. It's so lovely to have you. Mel said, hi, Will. 2 shows down, 2 to go, and they're going well with such lovely feedback. So Mel goes on, she doesn't stop. She's music, she's everything. So if you're in Brisbane coming up, make sure you check Mel's page as well because she has some shows coming up that you can still get tickets for. So jump on there and have a look as well. But in the meantime, we can go over when we finish here. Have a look in the comments because you should be able to get the link to go straight through to Will's well, not just your current song, but all of your music. It should be all there for you. So have a look and have a listen if you haven't already. And make sure you hit the like button or the love heart button if you're on Spotify. I never know which one is which.
the love button.
Yeah, the love button. You got to hit the love button or add it to your playlists and things. It's well worth it. But yes, thank you for braving us, and I hope you are brave enough to come back for your next single as well.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that'll be awesome. I think the next single that I release, I've already done it, so it's a special one.
I'm saying that. Yeah. That is so good. Oh, Mel was just so the Wildflowers Trio. So if you're in Brisbane as well, make sure you head to that show because I want to go so badly. But yes, no, thank you so much, Will. Make sure you check out Will's music and let us know in the comments what you think, because even though the live is finished, we can still see the comments. So pop them in there once you've heard it and let us know what you're thinking. But we'll talk to you again very soon, Will. Thank you for joining us. And
thanks so much.
See everybody. Anytime. We'll be back tomorrow night with more shows as well. So make sure you check out the pages. They're coming up. We'll see you all tomorrow. See you guys.
Gotcha.
Thank you for listening. We hope you've enjoyed today's program. See you next time with the latest with Country Kickback.